Hello, we are looking at Investopedia and how you can actually make a trade. So the last couple of days you've been looking at what you're interested in and you've made some decisions. Remember, to get 100 on this project, you need to have a diversified portfolio. That means you need to have some from each of those sectors. And so make sure you make a plan and plan accordingly so that you can have that happen. And so I have chosen a stock to buy. And so I'm going to go to my portfolio. Make sure you're in the financial math simulator, not in your other one. So make sure you're in the right one. And your portfolio should say that you have $100,000. You have that in your buying power, and that's your cash. If you go over to trade, this is where you can actually make your trades. So if you're before the market closes, your trades will happen the same day. You can also do some research here. So you can, if you didn't want to do the trade, you can come over here and research. They've expanded and changed up this, so it may be a good place to do some of your research as well. It seems to have improved. I'm still exploring their new changes, but I'm going to show you today how to make a trade. And I'm going to show you it twice so you can kind of see the process. So I want to look at Disney. And so I typed in the ticker symbol, DIS, but you could have also typed in the name of the company. And it's going to bring me to what's currently happening with the market with it. The volume shows you how much it's actually trading. They have an earnings report coming up on November 10th. That's when big changes happening. You could have, it could drop that day, or it could go up heavy that day, or it could stay the same depending on what the earnings report says. The 52-week high was at 203. The 52-week low was at 117. If you look at the year, it jumped really heavy in the beginning of last year, or actually at the end of 2021, and towards the beginning of 2020. At the end of 2020, at the beginning of 2021. And then we've kind of dropped a little bit off that high, and we're kind of in the lower end of it. So I'm hoping that it's balanced back and we can be looking at some growth going into this next bit. Next, your action is to buy. Now you need to figure out how many shares you want. So you need to know, how much do you want to buy? Well, I'm looking at having 5,000 in Disney. So I'm going to type in 5,000, and then I'm going to put in the price divided by 172.45. I know it's fluctuating around right now, but so it looks like I can buy roughly 29 shares. So if I want to go, just make sure I don't go over 5,000, I'll go ahead and put it in for 28. But if I don't care if I go over a little bit, then I'll go ahead and put it in at 29. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in for 29 shares at market. Market means whatever the current trading is. Show max would make sure that we use only, put all that you have in. So I want 29, not 2. And then you preview order. The preview tells you how much everything is and what the prediction is, because it's going to trade here in a minute, and that price could change. The quantity, the commission. The commission is what you have to pay for someone else to do the trade for you. So it's just the processing fee. Every commission is going to be $19.99. Limits may have a slightly different price. I can't remember if I put that in with the way they normally do, or if I adjusted that. So I submit my order. It tells me the trade confirmation, your order has been received. I can then go on and look at my order status and see the process. I put a stock in to buy. But if I go to my portfolio, it's not going to show up just yet. That's because there's a delay. The game delays the processing from the current changes, or from what's happening now to when you actually get the trade. So it's going to be a delay. I think it's about 15 minutes. And so now we're going to go in and look up another company. I'm just looking to see what's happening with Amazon today. So this time I decided I wasn't going to go with the tickers. I just typed M&A. And Amazon is looking pretty high. The 52-week high was 3,773. It's come up almost $1,000 over this last year. We're currently at 34. I think I'm going to buy a share. So I'm just going to come in here and buy one share. Just to see what it's going to do. So you don't have to buy multiple shares. You can buy just a single share of something. Just make sure that I would recommend not purchasing less than $2,500 worth of something, or that 2,000 range, just because your commission, if you do a lot of little purchases, then you're going to be paying too much in fees. So just be careful about doing lots of little purchases. I'm going to come back here in a little bit and show another recording, or at the end of this video, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's actually placed. So we'll come back to this in just a little bit. So let's go back to my portfolio, and you can see that the trades are starting to go through, that both my trades have placed. My value of my portfolio has those in there. Since I bought those, they've dropped down a little bit today, so we'll keep watching it. It shows that I have $91,546.85 in cash.